At this place in history, we're in Ticonderoga, New York. I'm with Executive Director of the Vermont Historical Society, Steve Perkins.
So we're on an environmentally award-winning farm, and dairy farmer Eric Leerkes is going to join us and tell us all about his family history and what it means to dairy on this side of the lake.
My grandparents bought this from the Cook family. They bought a piece at a time. Now we own about 600 acres. They moved here in 1968 and built the cow barn over here, and they added the second half of the barn, I think a year or two later. The Cook family, from the stories I've heard, they weren't farming anymore. So it was your ideal old red barn left, but it really wasn't working condition anymore. So when my grandfather and father moved here, they built it from scratch pretty much. They moved here from Holland in 1956. Actually in Holland, my understanding was Grandpa was more of a vegetable peddler. They had a cow or two. As soon as they moved to America, they were farming, they were dairy farmers. So we rotationally graze our milk cows, so every day they get a new strip of grass. I would say we do make less milk per cow on the grazing model, but first of all, I like the cow health. I like the cows out on pasture. They just, boy, every spring when you let them out, they just seem to perk up. And I've shot video before, you see them run around like bucking broncos. It's really funny for the first day or two. I think they're good and healthy. They have good feet that way. Now I think it's more of a, I like it. You know, it's, I don't know, you just, some days you wonder if you do it better the other way, but I like, the cows like it, so I like it.
The challenges of dairy farming are pretty well known right now. What are some of the rewards? Why do you do it?
Probably the same reason we all do it. We don't know any better. Because I haven't run out of money yet, that's why. Have you ever heard the story, what would a farmer do if they won the lottery?
No.
Keep farming till they spend it all. You know, I like to joke, but it's about family. You know, you grow up on the farm. I left the farm. I went to college for computers. You know, I had another job, and you just miss it. It's in your blood. It's hard to give up. I think growing up, especially in a town like Ticonderoga, you appreciate American history. I actually ran all of Fort Ty's farmland. So if you go down there, I planted corn there last week. I plant their corn maize. So it's kind of neat to be part of that history. And like you said, our house is, you know, pushing 200 years old. And so it is a neat thing to be part of the history of this area. I know all farms, even the ones that are brand new, they all have history, you know, in their roots. And that's a big reason why any of us still do it. We enjoy being part of that.
At this place in history.